Now, this is how I turned someone just looking for information into an £850 paid in full client for one of my clients. Okay, so as you can see here, this lady actually followed my client. So what I did was I literally reached out. I said, hey, thank you for following me. Pop me your email. I'll send you a workout guide. This is obviously really good for building trust, and it's just a good way to create a conversation. Then she popped me her email. Then she messaged me and asked, I wondered if you could let me know the cost of your services as well. So there's clearly some interest there already. So obviously I said, hey, of course, I'm happy to go over it. Do you mind if I ask you something first? Now, the reason that I did this is because she's obviously thinking about the cost of the services. And like we all know, if I sent her the costs, she would have just ghosted. So I said, hey, do you mind if I ask you something first? Now, she said yes. And the whole point of this is to take the conversation away from the cost of price or the price of the service and to bring it back to sort of why she feels like she needs it. So as you can see here, she had a coach previously, really successful with it. The accountability was what she needed, as well as someone having, so she could ask questions too. Now, this is obviously a massive green flag in the DMs because they've already invested before. They've seen the value of the service firsthand, and it's obviously a very encouraging thing to see. Then she stopped having a coach at the end of 2022, and in September 2023, she moved in with her boyfriend, whole routine change, and now she feels like she needs to get into shape and obviously build up a positive and healthy routine and obviously have some support. Now, she says she has a gym plan that she pays for monthly, but because I don't have a good enough routine or eat very well most of the week, she feels sluggish and then too self-conscious to go to the gym. So obviously there's a lot of emotion going on here with sort of feeling sluggish and too self-conscious. It's very important for us to dig into that. So as you can see here, okay, I see. Thank you for sharing that with me. It's super helpful. So we're re-encouraging her that her sharing these pieces of information thus is very encouraging. Now, what we want to do is we want to dive into her feeling sluggish and self-conscious. So all I said was, I know you mentioned you feel sluggish and self-conscious in the gym, so we're acknowledging what she says. Then we want to ask, what is the goal when she gets into the gym? Like, what does she actually want to achieve? Because those are emotions, but there's no goal behind it. So she's mentioned that she would love to tone the muscles. She wants to deadlift 100 kg, and she's never reached this, so she wants to get to that point of strength. Now, what all we say here is, ooh, okay, I love that. And then what we want to ask is we want to ask the urgency question. So what's made you feel like you possibly want a coach now? So she mentioned that she doesn't feel happy with how she looks anymore. She's gaining weight. She's lost confidence. So she's obviously opening up to us because we've used the word feel. Then she mentioned her sister's getting married in 2 years, which is ages away, but she wants to feel confident by then and have built up a good, sustainable, sort of healthier lifestyle. And she also mentioned that she needs to feel, she feels like she needs someone to hold her accountable and so to be there to help her, where she's going wrong. So what we want to do is acknowledge, having a goal like a wedding is such a big goal. It's a great goal. And then what we want to do is empathize with how she feels now. So all we have to say is sorry to hear that you're not feeling sort of too happy with how you look. And then what we're going to do is we're going to suggest the core because we've had the goal, we've had the emotional triggers, we've had the leverage that we need for a core. Then what we want to say is the best thing for us to do would be to have a conversation so I can see what the best way to help you would be and you can learn how it all works because she wanted information. Would that be helpful? As you can see here, booked in the call tomorrow at 5 o'clock, penciled that in, and then she was an £850 close for one of my clients.